Hey everyone, my name is Jake Fine, and today we're going to learn how to play my cover of Married Life from Pixar's Up. Now, a bit of a disclaimer here. If you feel like you don't need an explanation of my thought process when playing this and you want to just go straight to the tabs, they are at the end of the video, so you can just jump there if that's what you want to do. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is take away that lo-fi tone that I had in the video, and that's just so we can hear a little bit clearer what I was playing, and let's get to it. Alright, the first thing that I want to mention is that I fingerpick the entire cover, and that's so I can give each finger the most independence as possible, and so that I can play multiple notes at once with dexterity. I do also like hybrid picking, but for this I wanted my thumb to be completely detached and have complete independence. The song is in the key of F major, and it's important to know this first chord shape. The first chord shape is an F major chord shape. The F is where your pinky is here. It's very, very similar to a C chord shape. But if we imagine that, the 0 fret is a bar, that's exactly what we're doing here. On the 5th fret, we are barring with our first finger. Our pinky goes here, and then we create the C shape. Now, if we just take away our middle finger, that creates a major 7. And that's what we're looking for. So it starts on the root up here, goes a third up. And then what we want to do is when we get to the major 7, the E here, we're going to pluck the bottom note as well so we get that interval of the major 7. Like that with our other two fingers, our index and our middle, finger 2 and 3, we're going to play in that waltz style, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, like that, playing the middle 2 strings. Then we go into an A minor triad, like this, with our ring finger on 7 on the A, pinky under it, and the index on the 5th fret, right? So, right, like that, 1, 2. We're gonna do the same move here, where we're still barring. Here we go. So, awesome. Now we're going to do something very similar to a minor 9 chord shape, which is this. Going down by fret, it's on the A string, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5. Except instead, our pinky is going to go here, and we're going to leave this bar here, because this is the melody note that we're looking for. And then we do the same thing where we pluck the outermost and then the 2 middle. What I want you to do now is I want you to take your finger off the bar, the index, and bring it down. And this is so we don't get this weird note. We don't want that note to leak out, so what we're going to do is we're going to individually fret the 3rd fret. We're going to go with our pinky here. You can also do it with your ring finger, depending. We got 3, 6, 3. We go into a D9 shape. So the way that we're going to play that D9 shape is we are going to play the bottom-most 3 strings. Then we're going to pluck the B string, D string. We're going to put our pinky on the octave up on the D here, because that is the melody note we're looking for. It sounds like this. It's actually a little bit counterintuitive to play, so I suggest trying it out a few times. And we slide up from there to a G9 shape. It's exactly the same shape, but on the G note here on the 10th fret of the A string. We play the entire chord, and then we go to our melody note on the 8th fret of the B string. Then after that, we're going to play a 9 sus4. It's also kind of that, that 5/4 shape that we talked about in a different lesson. And this just gives us more of a dynamic chordal change, because when we change to the melody note, we're going to have this interval that moves down together, and it just adds some harmonic content for us. We play the 9 shape, the melody notes, then we're going to pluck the bottom string with our thumb, play first, second, and then both on the bottom. Then we're going to go into a 7 shape. It's like a C7 shape, but it's all the way up here on the G, and that is 10th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret. So we get that melody note again. We're going to play the next melody note, which is our pinky here, and then we're going to slide down from there. Now we're going to play what is a G7 shape down here. It's going to be a sus4 again. G7 sus4 has a great sound. Sounds like Hard Day's Night by the Beatles, I think. We're going to highlight that by plucking each in a row with our fingers, and then plucking the whole chord as we resolve down to the G7. On to the next part of the song. What we're going to do is we're going to put our ring finger up on the 10th fret of the G string, index on the 8th of B, back, and then we're going to play this C major 7 chord right here. Now, we've got a C major 7, what's called the drop 2 shape, but without getting into the technicality of it. First finger on the 8th fret, pinky on the 10th, middle on the 9th, ring finger on the 9th below it. That's the shape we're looking for. We play the outermost notes together, and then the middle again, same pattern with the waltz. Now we want to move the middle finger down 1 fret so we get the dominant sound, C7. Right? So then thumb, middle, dominant. And then we're going to outline this C major triad right here. So we're going to go middle, index, middle, pluck. Then we're going to go thumb, both, like this. It sounds like this. And then we're going to go once again to the dominant sound. We're going to do that by switching these around. Now we have index on 8, ring on 9, middle finger on 8. So. And then finally we end on the same chord that we began with. Now it creates a really nice sound if you can kind of grip tighter with your pinky here and take off both of these fingers. You get this really nice sustained sound. So that's how we end it. It's a bit hard for me to explain the finger picking pattern, but I will play it really slowly. And that's it. All right, everyone, that pretty much sums it up, but feel free to comment with any questions as to my thought process and certain techniques. I know some of the things that I do in my videos are a little bit hard to explain, and I'm kind of figuring out as I go how to put words to them, but I hope the tabs help to communicate some of the subtleties as well, and in combination with my explanation brings a full picture as to how I play it and my thought process behind it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment any questions, and I'll see you next time.